A Christmas tradition more than a century old is bringing joy to families in Spencer that are in need. The Spencer Jaycees are a young group of professionals committed to community service and leadership. They organize volunteer projects, fundraisers, and community initiatives throughout Spencer. Members develop leadership skills through hands-on training while building professional networks and making those lasting impacts on their community. Well, their current initiative, the Tree of Joy, brings Christmas joy to local children in need. KTIV's Ellen Hyde joins us tonight from Spencer with a look behind the scenes of the annual toy drive. Ellen.
What started as one man's promise to never let a child wake up to an empty stocking on Christmas morning is still touching lives to this day. The Tree of Joy behind me represents that promise, and thanks to community donations and the Spencer Jaycees, those gifts are wrapped and ready to bring Christmas magic to local kids.
So the Tree of Joy has been going on since 1913, and it was started by E. Joy Roberts. When he passed away, the Jaycees kind of took it over.
In an operation that could be mistaken for Santa's workshop, volunteers check each list to make sure no child is forgotten on Christmas morning.
We partner with Upper Des Moines, and typically it's anywhere between about 80 to 100 kids that we get lists for, and their parents fill out the lists, put what they would like on them.
From there, nearly 1,000 gifts are wrapped and sorted by family to make sure they find their way to the correct home. But the Jaycees don't just stop at gifts.
We go to Fairway and get a turkey, all the fixings, bread, stuffing, all that kind of stuff. We sort it all out here. We get the gifts in bags, and then we deliver it all to the front porches of the families.
The gifts and a Christmas dinner will be delivered to each family this weekend.
All right, that was KTIV's Ellen Hyde. Ellen, thank you for the story. And if you would like to contribute to the Tree of Joy, that information is inside the story. You can catch it right now on KTIV.com.